So to get to the Channels view, we need to navigate to the Channels menu item on the Mirth Connect menu at the top left. It's always going to be right below Dashboard. Now, depending on the number of channels you have, it may take a minute for it to load. As we can see, we have a list of channels and channel groups appear with their statuses and metadata. So this table works like any other table in Mirth. We can enable and disable columns, as well as collapse and expand items. So let's go through the different columns we can see. So first we'll start out with status. So this is going to tell us whether a channel is enabled or disabled. If it's disabled, then we can't deploy the channel. And for channel groups, if there's a channel disabled and enabled, then the status will appear as mixed, as you can see here under our default group. It's because we have the DICOM listener as disabled and we have our other two channels as enabled. But you can see new group is enabled because all of its channels are enabled. Next we'll go to data type. So data type is going to be the data type of the inbound message that the source connector is expecting to receive and process. So you can see for our first channel where we sent in hello world, we have raw. So it's expecting to get a raw message. However, our second channel is expecting HL7. Next we have the name. So the name is just going to be the name of the channel or the channel group. And you can see under here we can expand and collapse some of our channel groups. Next we have ID. So this is going to be the unique ID of the channel or group. Next we have local ID. So this is the unique numeric ID of the channel that's used to identify the channel's set of tables associated with the messages, attachments, and statistics. So if we were able to look into our table in our database for Mirth that holds all of our configurations, then you'd be able to see that there's a Mirth Connect 1 channel table, and that's going to correspond to our first channel. Also, there would be a 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it's going to have all our messages. Next to local ID, we have the description, and the description is just going to be the description of the channel group. So you can see, if you go to edit this channel, we can add a description. And you can see that it now shows our description. Next to description, we're going to have rev. So this is going to be the number of times the channel has been saved and revised since it was last deployed. As you can see here, it'll be highlighted if the channel or any code templates have been changed since it's been last deployed. Next to rev, we have last deployed. So this is going to be the date and time the channel was last deployed. Like the dashboard view, it will be highlighted if it's been within the last 2 minutes. So let's say we deploy our first channel. Go back to the channels view. And it's going to be highlighted because it was deployed in the last 2 minutes. And next to last deployed, we have last modified. So this is going to be the time and date the channel was last modified.